I won't even get into that because there's too many conflicts of interest up here at this table. I can see that.
Can I make a comment on that? Before you go on, can I make a comment?
Sure, go ahead.
We did change our auditor company too, and there's a new auditor company come in, and they looked and they said everything's fine also. I mean, if there's a problem, Dave, I don't see what you're.
Well, how did they say things were fine when Chief Pushak was?
This was after that. This is a different.
No, I'm talking prior to that.
Prior to that.
Right.
That's one of the.
That's what we changed. We changed auditors to another company.
So that's what you're going to do the next time, change the audit. No further audit. Let everyone resign and get a pension. No, you're wrong.
The chief disclosed what he wanted to disclose to the township.
I mean, let's see how this. Let's think back how this transpired.
He doesn't have the floor. You have the floor, so go ahead.
Go ahead. That's the only point. We did change auditors. Go ahead with your question.
Dave, what's your issue?
I appreciate all the snow plowing. Everybody did a good job. The police did a good job. But I understand we didn't have any money to repair the roads, and everybody was waiting for the savior to come down, the gas wells, to repair all the roads in Cecil Township that are all dilapidated because of low maintenance on them, because they didn't have the money. But in the fall, I have an alley in the back of my house. There's one right between Wildwood and Penwood. They put sewers in my alley. They messed it all up. I had the Sewer Authority come out. They took down 4 or 5 of my pine trees that they destroyed when they cut the roots out. They cut them down for me. They got rid of them before they fell on my garage. But they didn't fix the alley. Now it's a township problem. This fall, I saw a crew, actually, probably 2 dump trucks, 4 or 5 guys, a loader, and a roller up in the alley between Redwood and Wildwood. They stoned that road, they rolled that thing in tight, made it like a super highway. I thought, wow, I'm going to get my alley fixed in back of my house because I use it. I asked the guy, I says, we're going to get my alley fixed. That ain't on the agenda. What do you mean it ain't on the agenda? They fixed that alley up there. They didn't even put a sewer line in there. Well, come winter time, guess what? My alley didn't get plowed, but guess whose alley got plowed up there? When did you get into the business of plowing alleys? If it can get plowed, why can't mine?
That alley, this was being plowed before I was even.
Well, I'm just saying, I mean, if it can get plowed, and you like to take care of all the residents in Cecil Township, plow mine. My son has a wood burner, we haul wood in here. We have to go through all that snow to get up there. But the people up on the upper street, they get it plowed.
Okay.
It's a public
the alley
alley, it's
gonna
open
be-
and good in use.
Just the alley.
This is a grass alley.
Well, it wasn't a grass alley prior to the sewers coming through. When they put the sewers through there, they just pushed all that dirt right there, and they threw grass seed on it. That was it.
Tell me again real quick where you are.
I'm on tour 2. Well,
What's the name of the alley behind your house?
I don't know. There's no name.
I know where you live, but I don't know the name of the alley.
I live on Redwood, but the alley's right behind Redwood.
The alleys aren't named.
There's no name on the alley as far as I know. And a guy had a house down below me. He brought a load of blacktop or what? He just dumped it in the alley there, on the alley that I use.
He dumped his alley.
Oh yeah, he dumped the load, and then they got. I think the house is on foreclosure, and they just left it. Now, when you come up the alley, now you got to drive into people's yards to get around this stuff. Now, people use the alley. We have to call the township for them to come down to cut the sides of the alley in the summertime because the cut shoot grows out into the doggone into the road. So we have to call them to maintain it.
Excuse me, Tom. Did you say we don't maintain alleys, or Dawn, did you say that?
No, he said we've always maintained that.
Yes, that's correct.
No, not the one he's talking about, the one above you.
No, it's about what is that?
Thank you, Elizabeth. Well, yeah, I figure what's good for one should be good for everybody in the township.
That, the alley he's speaking of, he's correct, it's a grass alley.
It is now.
Yeah.
How far is it? Like, is it something that perhaps our public works people?
Well, it would have to be reconstructed in order to do anything on it.
Well, that's the problem. When they put the sewers in, the water used to run down the alley and out onto Cowden Road, on both ways, you know, on both. But when they put it in, they tapered the road down so the water runs off of the alley. Now it runs down in my yard. Well, I had the the sewer authority come out, and they put a bunker along my hillside to keep the water from running down in my yard. But that didn't help, because when it rains, the water, they never graded it off right, and there's a big puddle there. And the manhole's underwater because the sewer line runs in that alley, and it's always underwater. So I figured, you know what, I can't have all this. So I just covered the manhole over, because I don't, if the car goes through there, they just throw the mud. My wife hanging her clothes out on the line, and then next thing you know, the mud's flying through the air and down on the clothes.
What can we do from the public works perspective?
We would have to reconstruct that. It's a grass alleyway.
Why don't we do this? When the weather clears, why don't you go out and come back and give us some suggestions that we possibly do?
I'll give it a mic, please.
I'm sorry. I asked Bill if he could this spring go out.
I appreciate
take a look
that.
at Public
I
Works,
really do.
See what we can do, come back to the board and vote to take some.
Well, like I said, I don't want to feel like a little orphan Annie, because I'm just hung out to dry there. I mean, everybody else seems that they're getting all their stuff, and here I am, I got to come up here and fight to get what we should get in the first place.
I mean, I think unfortunately there's not a lot we can do right now until.
Well, I understand that the weather's terrible, but I mean, they brought all the stone in there.
I think that the first step, and tell me if you, I think the first step, and tell me if you agree or disagree, would be to have the public works go up with Bill, take a look at it, see what can be done, and come back and report to the board, and then we can go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait till those nuggets off of there so we can see.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, I have no problem with that. I mean, just under consideration, that's all.
Yeah, it will.
Okay, thank you much.
You're welcome.
Anybody else?